Hey everyone, I'm Larry Walsh,
I'm Amy Henderson.
and this is Channelnomics in the Margins, and I'm coming to you from Denver, Colorado. And Amy, you are,
Carlsbad, California.
usually Amy and I are together on the road, but now we had to split the difference and go to two different places. I'm actually speaking at the annual conference for the National Association of Wholesalers, and this is actually a non-tech distribution event, which is a little bit different for me, Amy.
It's a little out of pocket for you. I'm actually I'm in, like I said, at the Carlsbad at the lovely Omni Resort and Spa, and we are at Women of the Channel West 2026. There is about 600 women here from all over the spectrum. It's not, and it's interesting here. I mean, you mentioned you're at a non-technical conference, Larry. I've met so many women just in the past few days that are coming from non-technical companies and non-technical backgrounds but are still navigating and utilizing the channel in all different ways. And I know that you and I talked recently. The channel is everywhere, and it's really evident in this conference. I've been so excited just to learn about so many companies out there, and it's not necessarily IT, it's not necessarily tech.
Yeah, no, the channel really is everywhere. And you know what the other universal truism about the channel is, Amy, is that everybody is struggling with data and measuring performance. And that's what I'm here talking about. And I went through this exercise with them about measuring what matters and asking them like, okay, do you have good data? And a few people in the room raised their hands and immediately, got to the root of the issue and that no, nobody has good data. And it's a big problem that we're all faced with.
I agree, and it's funny because a lot of the conversations that I've been having is around trusting the data around AI. Everyone talks about data hallucination and can you trust what AI is spitting out? And I combat that a little bit with saying, look, assume that it's not always going to be right, but it is going to make your job a lot more efficient. It's going to help you complete tasks quicker. But the great thing is that you can analyze that data, you can study the data, you can obviously check for to make sure it's accurate, but take that data to your leadership and say, look what I have engineered through this technology to really help and grow our company in ways that wasn't really possible before.
Yeah, and yeah, I agree with you, Amy, is that it's a thing that we talk about frequently at Channelnomics is that you don't just use data and expect data is going to do all the heavy lifting and the work for you. And AI does help with the analytics and makes things go a lot faster. But it really does start with having an agreement about what you're measuring and making sure that everybody's aligned with what it is that you're trying to show. And this is one of the things that we talked about here this morning is that yes, they have data. They want to utilize it better. They want to get to, how can they improve their performance and performance equals profitability. But it really is that the thing that everybody still struggles with is how do they get everybody to agree what data is important and what is it that they're trying to measure and drive towards a better outcome. And again, it's the thing is that at the end of the session I conducted, everybody was almost linking arms and singing Kumbaya because they were like, oh, thank goodness we're not alone. Everybody's struggling with this.
Everybody is in the same boat. And it's so great to be in a room where you're not alone. You're not the only one that is doubting one, how you're going to use it, if you're going to use it, what it means to you. What is leading the initiative behind this task? How are you going to use this data? How is it going to drive our decision making? And then how does that need to be refined over time? And it's all about having a concrete business outcome that, let's face it, is going to evolve over time. One of the comments that one of the keynote speakers had here was, when you made a decision in the past, it might have lasted a fiscal, maybe two. Now it lasts maybe a quarter, maybe even a month, because with all the data out there right now, things are shifting almost on the daily basis. So you got to be able to make decisions about that data quickly, swiftly, and effectively.
Yeah, I totally agree. And look, this is a challenge that's been part of the industry forever, not just the tech channel, but all channels. And it's something that is going to always be a work in progress. And Channelnomics, we have a lot of information about this, and we also have the ability to deliver workshops for organizations that want to drive greater clarity in how they're using data and driving to better outcomes. So if you're interested in that, please reach out to us. In the meantime, please, check out our other podcast, Changing Channels and the Network Effect, hosted by my colleague here, Amy Henderson, as well as all the great best practices, content research, and services we offer at Channelnomics. Well, from Denver, Colorado, I'm Larry Walsh.
From Carlsbad, California, I'm Amy Henderson.